Today on the Ayden Jackson Show, President Trump has signed a lot of executive orders in the last week. The president of Colombia was put in his place. We'll discuss that and much more, so stay tuned. Broadcasting from my studio, my name is Ayden, and this is the Ayden Jackson Show. We have a lot of news to cover in today's episode, so let's go ahead and get right into it. President Trump has had a very busy last week, signing executive order after executive order, and there has been a lot of meltdowns on the left. President Trump has officially signed an executive order to undo an affirmative action executive order signed in the 1960s by Lyndon B. Johnson. I was very happy when I first heard this news. For a long time in America, our government has prioritized identity over merit for way too long. This was a much needed change. Trump also signed an executive order to declassify the JFK, RFK, and MLK files. This is much needed for government transparency and the future of America. For some weird reason, liberals don't seem to understand. We care more about our country than we do about cheap coffee and flowers. The president of Colombia, Gustavo Petro, was put in his place by President Trump on Sunday when Colombia refused to take back a plane full of illegal aliens. Trump immediately issued a statement and announced a series of retaliatory measures, which include emergency 25% tariffs on all goods coming into the United States, a travel ban and immediate visa revocations on all Colombian government officials and all allies and supporters, visa sanctions on all party members, family members, and supporters of the Colombian government, enhanced customs and border protection inspections of all Colombian nationals and cargo on national security grounds, IEEPA, Treasury, banking, and financial sanctions to be fully imposed. Gustavo Petro eventually caved and agreed to all of President Trump's terms. He even agreed to use his own presidential plane to help with deportations. This is an example of why having a good leader is important. Nobody took Biden seriously, but everybody takes Donald Trump seriously. ICE is deporting a little over 1,000 illegal aliens per day on average. All of last week, the numbers were a few hundred per day, but that wasn't good enough for Trump. And I agree, there needs to be as many deportations of illegal aliens as humanly possible. ICE is currently on a 7-day-a-week schedule. Speaking of mass deportations of illegal aliens, there was a viral video going around earlier today of Selena Gomez crying because of mass deportations. Before I say anything, I feel I need to address this. There is a difference between a legal immigrant and an illegal alien. One of them broke the law to be here and one didn't. The one that broke the law is a criminal, even if they don't commit any crimes after the initial crime of coming into our country illegally. The left constantly tries to blur the line between the two and confuse people. Why is she mad about criminals getting deported? The Trump administration has made it clear that they are prioritizing public safety threats. She clearly doesn't want America to be a safe country. I don't know why anyone would be against mass deportations and making our country safe. Dr. Phil is going on immigration raids with border czar Tom Homan. I would love for them to create a TV show where they catch illegal aliens live. That show would be a hit, kind of like Chris Hansen's To Catch a Predator, but they could name it To Catch an Illegal Alien. I would definitely watch that. President Trump's cabinet nominees are getting confirmed. So far, Marco Rubio, John Ratcliffe, Pete Hegseth, Sean Duffy, Scott Bassett, and Kristi Noem have all been confirmed. This week, Kash Patel, RFK Jr., and Tulsi Gabbard will be confirmed. I'm very excited about all of his cabinet members, but I'm the most excited for RFK Jr. For far too long, America has had rising rates of chronic disease, and he will put a stop to that. His goal is to majorly reduce the chronic disease rates by addressing the root cause, the food. Food companies have been poisoning Americans for decades. Now, while also making it hard to find the truth as to what is healthy and what isn't healthy. The first week of the Trump administration has been amazing. I will see you guys next week. My name is Ayden, and this has been The Ayden Jackson Show.